Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I am Ryder of Dinosaurs. Today I find myself yet again dissecting what J.M. Truth has to say. With all his pretend knowledge, he became the personification of the Dunning-Kruger effect. For those who don't know, the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias whereby people who are incompetent at something are unable to recognize their own incompetence. But before we get started, a thank you to my Patreons and some shameless promotion. This bit over here is the thank you part. And this is the shameless promotion bit. Now that that is out of the way, let's get started.
You realize the definition calls it an empirical way of testing. Do you realize you know what the word empirical means? Now you call me.
Please tell us.
Hold on, let me. Okay, empirical means absolute.
Our survey said.
Empirical means based on, concerned with, or verifiable by observation or experience, rather than theory or pure logic.
Right.
Now,
that is in fact observation and testing.
Our survey said.
No, JM, it's not observation and testing. You didn't hear what GE just said. It's observation or experience, not and. But so we are sure and are intellectually honest, let's hear GE say it again.
By observation or experience.
This is not what you said. You said
observation and testing.
So this proves one of two things. Either flat earthers work on a completely different dictionary than we do, or this is actual proof of intellectual dishonesty. What do you think?
You cannot have one without the other.
Our survey said.
Going by the fact that this definition is in the Oxford's dictionary, a reputable source, you are wrong, JM, once again. But let's move on.
JM, what is the law of gravitational attraction?
It's not a law.
Our survey said.
Yes, it is. Fight a Flat Earth might have worded differently, but it is Newton's law of gravitation. And you can see it right there. There is a force of attraction between any two massive particles in the universe. So, law of attraction. And here is how JM works. Deflection. He likes to deflect a lot. He didn't like the question. The question was,
what is the law of gravitational attraction?
What is the law of gravitational attraction? Not if the law of gravitational attraction is actually a law. And he replies by saying,
it's not a law.
So he's not even answering the question, is he? And if you think he actually answers the question, think again. JM, like any flat earther, is an expert and running away from the questions. Better yet, I should say they're experts at not answering the questions.
Okay, that's not why I asked you.
Yes, it is.
What is the law of gravitational attraction, which is a law as much as the second law of thermodynamics? You can't pick and choose which bits you want.
It's not a law.
Yes, it is. Now,
it's the law of gravitational attraction.
This is what I mean. You will just ignore the questions, all right? JM, within our model, what is the law of gravitational attraction? Whether you think it's a law or not, please explain to me, within our model, what is the law of gravitational attraction?
You explain within your model. My job isn't to explain to you what you believe.
So if you don't know, then you can just say you don't know. That's fine.
Okay. And this is how you do it, folks. You attack the question instead of answering the question. So, I don't know if you heard it, at a certain point, he said it was not a theory, it was not a law, it was a theory. But still, he's not addressing the question, is he? And that's what they do. They deflect. They push it towards another line of conversation, and they never, ever, ever answer the question. Now, we're going to see another example of how JM says things without thinking, without researching.
I was just going to rephrase it with, can you please recite the equation that the globe model uses for gravity?
Oh, absolutely. Can I share my screen, please?
Okay.
I think the thing is he's asking you if you can recite or if you know the model, if you know the mathematical model.
I understand the mathematical equation. The problem with the mathematical equation, it was hijacked from electrostatic force.
Our survey said.
And this is my problem with this claim. The electrostatic force equation is also known as Coulomb's law. This equation was discovered by Charles Augustin de Coulomb, born in 1736 and died in 1806. Now, the equation for gravity was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton, born in 1642 and died in 1727. Newton died 9 years before Coulomb was born. For Newton to hijack Coulomb's equation, he would have to time travel. Now let's look at an example of the "I didn't say that" right after he just said it.
F equals G over M1, M2 over R.
Squared.
R squared,
No,
sorry.
that's wrong.
Our survey said.
How can you claim to know the equation and then do this? And forgetting the R is squared? And instead of squared you called it R2? How can anyone believe what he says? He doesn't know basic math, he doesn't know scientific notation, he doesn't know that the 2 in R squared is squared and not R2. It's just evidence upon evidence upon evidence. We have a pile of evidence that this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Now watch the dumpster fire that happens right after this. And there's a special claim that he does. See if you can spot it.
No, I'm going to explain something right now. What you just told me is FG equals G over M1, M2 over R squared. That is very, very wrong.
That's exactly what you said.
No,
That is exactly what you said, Joshua. Whether you meant to or not, that's what you said.
See, I told you so. I didn't say that. And now he goes on to recite the proper formula.
F equals G M1, M2 over R squared.
That's not what you said.
That's
though. You
correct.
said it
Well
F
done.
equals G over M1,
It doesn't matter
M2
whether
over
it's
R.
FG equals. It's the same thing, guys.
No.
And there you have it, guys. It's the same thing. The formula on the left or the formula on the right, it's exactly the same thing. It doesn't matter. Let us continue with more claims.
Because the gravitational universal gravity mathematical equation didn't show up until the 1700s.
Our survey said.
And yet again, JM, you managed to mess it up. It was 1687, not 1700s. Why do you make these claims without knowing what you're saying? You claim unconfirmed things all the time. I'm going to say something that flat earthers say to us all the time. Do your research. Don't make claims without researching. Because we do our research. We look into your claims, and guess what? We've proven you wrong time and time again. It's embarrassing, JM. It's just embarrassing. I thought you were a person who believed in research.
The one thing that I really took away from my education was the importance of research and making sure that you're able to get your facts straight whenever researching any particular topic. So research to me is the number one most important thing, and making sure that my facts are straight.
Our survey said.
I think I have more than enough evidence to prove that this is not right. You don't do that. You do not make sure your facts are straight. This video and previous videos I made are actually proof of that.
I am a strong and I'm a big component of
Proponent, not component.
the belief that only a fool ridicules something before doing investigation.
Let me just say, 10 to the negative 17, guys, just to cover this again for the 18th billionth time, because apparently the people in non-sequester don't know how to count. 10 to the negative 17 is negative 17 10 times.
Idiot.
So, Tim, go do your school. Go to school, dude. Don't come here and argue with me.
Yeah,
And I must have really set him off when I showed the 117 just now. Negative 117.
Yeah.
No, 170.
What did you just say about who's a fool?
that only a fool ridicules something before doing investigation.
Please remind me what you said to Team Skeptic when he called you out on this issue.
Team, what is your point? I'm now telling you I made a mistake.
Remind me one last time what you think about research.
So research to me is the number one most important thing, and making sure that my facts are straight.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't agree with that because I've got evidence after evidence after evidence that you're not serious about that. With that said, this is the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. If you liked my video, don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description.